Welcome to Tush Twins, heard exclusively on malcolmpresents.com, a streaming platform heard around the world and beyond. I think we're taking it up in the next spaceship in
Artemis,
Artemis.
yeah. Artemis 3, which is going
And
to go around the moon again and do some more things. And then Artemis 4, they're hoping to land on the moon.
on the
On the
moon.
moon. Mhm.
I don't I'm still
Wish
Christina
I could
Cook.
land on the moon.
Christina Cook is my hero. She's so high in my scale of amazing people. And just for people out there to know it, we're taping this show, recording it on Earth Day.
On Earth Day.
Woo!
Well, yeah, today's,
Well, here.
Earth Day.
and I know you have a brief history of Earth Day prepared,
We
don't you?
do actually, the
Yeah,
two crazies that we are, kind
yeah.
of, the first Earth Day
Cool.
was in it's what can I say? I have the complete. It began in 1970, right?
70. Mm-hmm.
Because people were very concerned about pollution. Like you were able to see you would look at New York City skyline and you would see black. It was disgusting, and we were
It
breathing
was
that stuff in.
really polluted when we were
And
growing up.
there were oil spills, environmental destruction all over.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
millions of people. It's one of the top five gatherings in the streets ever in the United States. Millions of Americans demanding change, and it
Yeah.
led to the creation of the Environmental Protection Agency, which is now being completely,
Dismantled.
they're dismantling it like everything else. And it was put into place by Richard Nixon of all people, president. And the Clean Air Act and the Clean Water Act, which are also being dismantled.
Yeah. And
Who in their right mind would not want to have clean air and clean water?
Donald J. Trump.
Uh, I know a few.
But the thing I remember during the early 70s, I used to rent out a house in Fire Island. I lived in Manhattan. And I remember driving I forget the freeway, I forget what highway it was, but I remember driving back to Manhattan on Sunday,
Mhm.
and you see over Manhattan was a black cloud.
Yeah,
You could
Yeah,
see the pollution over it.
yeah,
it was
absolutely.
gross.
And then we started cleaning the air and it started to look better. But now they're saying that the polluters can pollute. The plants,
Yeah.
the,
Yeah, but who
electric plants.
don't pollute?
Yeah, well,
Well, it's the same thing now that's happening in California. California had a standard for oil for gasoline,
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and technically, I'm not sure what it was, but it prevented the pollution to come from coming out. They needed a certain less lead in it,
Emissions, less
Right. Yeah,
emissions.
get the
Yeah.
lead out. Yeah.
right? And supposedly this was before I moved to California, and they said that the air was horrible. You couldn't breathe it in Los
Yeah. Yeah.
Angeles.
Yeah.
We
It
know.
was.
And then since that was enacted, the air has been one of the best cities, I think, in the country, especially for its population. Now,
You have people that care.
yeah, with Trump, they're doing away with the regulations that gas has to have a certain amount of lead.
Lee Zeldin is the culprit as well. He's the head of the EPA
Mm.
and he's dismantling the EPA. And when you look in the sky and you can see the air, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah,
And we were seeing the air. It's like I keep always go to the same thing, the opening of the Blues Brothers as they pan into
Yes.
Chicago. This was in the early 70s, right?
70s,
You can see
76,
you can
77.
you can see the air. I
Yeah.
mean, it was mind-boggling to me when I rewatched that movie and I was able to see the air and I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Here in New York City and Brooklyn, Maxine, we
Yeah,
were lucky because the three of us
we're
all
by the
lived at the
ocean.
ocean.
Yep.
So the ocean kind of pushed it away. But there were days when it came in, when there was no breeze
Yeah.
at all.
Well, it was
I
humid
remember
and
that.
no breeze. Yeah, you could it was,
But not that many.
you know. No, because
Not that
we
many
were,
because we were lucky. We were.
Yeah,
we
I
were
lived at the tip end of Coney Island, right by Seagate, I
Yeah.
didn't see it,
Right,
but just the black outside of Seagate. So that was the peninsula. So I was surrounded three sides by ocean.
right. Wow, that's cool. Well,
Did you
we had to walk a block or two or three to the ocean.
I block a half
Yeah,
a block, and when I
yeah.
lived in Brighton, 7th Street.
But one, yeah, it was literally a block
That's,
down. But when you
yeah,
were in second place,
Brighton
whatever,
2nd Street.
yeah,
Then I had
second,
to walk three
yeah,
blocks.
I had to walk down Ocean Parkway a few blocks to get to the beach.
Well,
Not bad though.
that was good and bad for me because when I wanted to go to camp as a kid, my mother would say, "What are you going to camp for? You're a block
Right.
away from the
So did
beach."
my mother, and so did your
Yes,
mother.
mama.
It was kind of like we all went to the beach with like kind of the bigger kids. They would, on my block, the big kids would kind of be in charge of the younger kids.
The
I,
younger
I
ones,
I'm not
then we
quite sure
became
how
friends.
and then we would take kids, and then we became CITs at the
Rush,
shore
your
front
front Y.
YWHA. And then as we got older, we went to the Brighton Beach Baths. We would sneak
We went
into the
to Brighton
Brighton
Beach
Beach
Baths
Baths.
before there. Grew up in the Brighton Beach Baths.
Yeah,
That was our
you know.
campground.
And
Uh,
now that's a housing project, isn't that a
you know,
project with
it's
Now
a
it's not a
multi-housing
project.
just
complex?
luxury condos.
Are they really luxury is my
They're a
question.
million dollars because some of them.
Yeah,
Really?
well,
Yes, they
$1 million
In
are.
Brighton Beach? Oh my God.
Yep.
That's crazy right there.
well, in housing, $1 million doesn't buy that much anymore.
Not
Well,
really. It depends where
I
you
had
are.
an apartment in the city. It was we sold it for a million. And I
So,
have to tell you, I was shocked.
Well, you're in real estate. How much is a house around your area?
Well, if I had my condo, it's not a condo, townhouse. It's a fee simple. It's a home. This place, I could probably sell it for 560, 563.
hmm
This size, and it's 1,800 just on the top floors, the two floors. With my basement is 3,000 square feet.
right. Your basement's so cool. So yeah.
It's cool, it's big, but the
No, but you got
upstairs
a whole
1,800 square feet, which is pretty big. And my apartment, my condo in the city was under 1,100 square feet. It was 1,060,
Well,
something like that.
Well, there's a difference between New York City and
Um, bum,
FE,
bum blank
wherever.
blank.
Bum,
blank, blank,
bum,
bum,
blank,
the bum,
blank.
bum, bump
Right.
F.
Yeah, bum F, right. So anyway, so Earth Day, back to Earth Day, okay? So we know right now anyone who's works for or is a part of an environmental organization, their brains are melting like everyone else about anything else. But Earth Day is a global event. You'll tell us about that in a minute. Earth Day is a global event, and it's celebrated by over 1 billion people in nearly every country. So the question is,
Except
will,
Washington, D.C.
well, please. The theme for this year is Our Power, Our Planet, which means we got the power, like Mitch's song.
We've got the power.
Yeah,
Why don't you use
I've seen you
it?
use it.
Yeah.
They
If you
say you don't
don't
have it, that's how
have
you
it.
lose it. Yep, that's
Mhm.
Mitch's fantastic words because he knew that. So, so the question is like, what the impacts now we're facing is we're getting more extreme weather, right? I mean,
Yes, we are.
we get storms that are crazy. We get fires. We had last week, it was 88 degrees and 85 for 3 days. I'm wearing a t-shirt,
91
shorts.
by us.
Okay. And then this week we're getting frost warnings on my
Yeah,
phone. I'm
it was
getting
28
it was in the
degrees
lower
yesterday.
high 20s. I mean, so
28
that's a little
degrees.
extreme. We're getting rising sea levels. Sea levels are rising because of the
Hmm.
pollution and we're losing biodiversity where people are spraying pesticides and they're killing their pollinators. And without
Yeah,
pollinators, we're gone. People
we
don't
need them.
understand it. They don't care to understand it is the problem, and that's where it really gets to me. So we have like increased, flooding risks. The seasons are shifting. I mean, the big joke was, oh, spring. Well, it's actually going to go straight to summer. We're not going to have much of a spring. There was
We
one
never
beautiful
did.
day last week. That was it.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, every day is in California. It's a warmer climate now, so you have differing opinions. You don't get
Except a few days ago, it was warmer and warmer in New York than it was
right.
hot in
Well,
New York
last
than in
week, yeah,
California and
last
Los
week.
Angeles.
Yeah, you told me it was like 70 by you, and here was I was looking at my thing.
Anyone.
It was 88. It was 88. It hit 88 degrees in
I hit
Quaville,
91 here, and
and
then
that's nuts.
yeah.
So
And you know how
anyway,
much I love anything above 60.
yeah, me either.
And
We need to find a place that's like 60 degrees all year round. Where is that?
let me tell you something. I had a discussion on Monday at my course with one of the women. Lovely woman, she's really a lovely woman. I'm not going to mention her name.
Good,
Um,
smart.
yeah, she really doesn't think there's global change. I said, but what about these storms? Oh, and I said, the glaciers are melting. No, they're not. They're there.
What?
Yes, I said, but I've seen the glaciers melting. Oh, they melted, but they're back.
They're
I'm
Okay.
back.
back.
Yeah, they're back. The glaciers
Here,
are
here,
back.
It's all
here.
AI.
I'll just tell you, this is
I
what
was
she
just
is.
that made me laugh.
CULT. That's that. There's nothing
Mhm.
else you can say about that because there is no sense to what that person said. So it
No,
doesn't.
and she's in her early 80s. She's retired basically from the chorus, but she comes to rehearsals once in a while. But she were talking. She's a lovely woman. But how dumb.
CULT. Cult. Okay,
Yes.
there's your answer. There's nothing more. This is what it is. It's truly a
Mhm.
cult. When they had on the Daily Show yesterday, and then he went to the rally, I could not believe it was coming out of people's mouths. But I'm not going to go there. Back to Earth Day. So, what could we do, people? What could we do about all of this? What do we do on a daily basis to help? What can we do? And there's definitely some things I'll read out, and people maybe can listen and try. If you have property, plant native trees because they support
Absolutely.
conservation as much as you can.
And,
There's a
and
lot
it's
of
easy
invasives.
and it's easy to find native trees because all you have to
Yeah,
do is Google it.
that's right. And you can find it in your local stores, local plant places and flower places.
All you have to do
As
is ask.
they have to, right. Now, the thing that my Les keeps saying, hubby, is when I have a question, he goes, the funny thing is to me, he goes, ask your phone.
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah,
Yeah.
you can ask your phone. You really can. That's how insane this is. Thank you, NASA. Okay.
Maybe we'll
Um,
talk about that later.
Will we? No, we won't. Uh, anyway, people, we should reduce using single-use plastics. You don't need to have a single bottle of water and buy it. You can carry
Don't. Oh my
water.
God. Please do not do that.
Yeah, I mean, we all have, you can buy not that expensive to buy something to keep water in and just bring it with you. It's the amount
Or
of
if
water
you
being
do,
and plastic as well.
now if you
The
have a plastic bottle, I really are against drinking out of plastic bottles. But the only plastic bottle I will buy is a water company called Core, and it's used, actually, the bottle is made from
it's
recycle,
re
and it's recycled over and over and over again.
yeah,
But
well,
much as I buy it, I buy Voss water if I need something. It's a glass bottle.
hmm
It's, but I only drink in glass.
What is what you're drinking, by the
Yes,
way,
what is
now
what
that
you're
you just
drinking? Pray
showed
tell,
it to us?
like we didn't know.
What is that?
Okay.
Are
Well, it
you
was
getting goofy
also
as we talk? Go ahead.
no.
Oh, maybe a little.
Okay.
Why is that?
Okay. Okay. ladies and gentlemen, this is a mocktail. A mocktail has no alcohol whatsoever in it. So
But
I can a mocktail.
Well, this
It's
is not a
none.
complete mocktail because there's something
Well,
else
no, this
in that.
is alcohol,
There's no alcohol.
none.
right.
Okay.
No alcohol whatsoever.
But
But since I don't drink, I do like occasionally a THC drink. They start at 5 milligrams and you get them up to that, but I only drink the 20. This is Flying Frog. This is really Flying Frog
ribbit,
Cycle.
ribbit,
Ribbit,
ribbit.
ribbit. And it's excellent. And it has 20 milligrams of THC, and I don't feel anything.
Oh my God. I mean, now there's so many things you can get like these seltzer drinks with vodka or iced tea with vodka or
I
other
don't
hard
like
liquor.
those.
You
That's
can get people get plastered because they drink them like it's like it's just tea, but it's not, you
Well,
know.
I tell people when I drink this, I'll drink. This is really my husband's cocktail.
Okay.
It's his mocktail. I'll
When am I,
drink.
should I
I drink a
sneak
little
one
more
in?
than I
I should get one and sneak it into lessons and tell them it's lemonade or
It's
something.
very relaxing. I didn't realize how much
Are
I
you
drank.
relax? You're relaxed now, aren't you?
I'm
Hmm.
actually
Wait
happy.
a minute. Idaho.
No, this is my
You're the
shirt.
hoe?
I no, you Daho.
Where's the shirt? Show the shirt. Idaho. No, Idaho. That should be the name of the title of the show, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Idaho. No, Idaho.
I show the shirt again. 'Cause you were off camera when you showed it.
Were you?
Yep.
Say
Yeah.
something. Say hello.
I,
Hello.
No, you got to say hello. Just say hello when you
Hello.
do that. Oh, never mind. All right.
Hello.
yeah.
There you
You
go.
the hope.
Okay. You have to say something so that comes on.
Okay.
Um,
Now it was also another holiday, a very important holiday today this week. It was
two days
420.
ago.
2 days ago, 420, which people call it Marijuana Day
Hmm.
or Happy Day.
Happy days are here again. I told you I was in the city, and I was down by the Wall Street area, and it was pungent. It was pungent. And I walk across the street, and there's a guy who's a delivery guy for UPS, and he's talking to another guy, and they're both holding little nicely rolled blunts, and they're just
Hmm.
toking up. And I just stopped and looked at the guy, and he's
But
looking
the
at me curious,
UPS
like
should
he.
be smoking and he's driving.
Yeah, well,
Wrong.
No.
we won't say exactly where or what time this was. I think he was. I'm not sure if he was the driver or the guy was just delivering and wasn't in the car and he was just there, but I don't know.
See,
So I don't I
that's
don't
the only major problem that I see.
but
Same
but
with
Same
alcohol,
with alcohol. Yeah.
but anyway,
I,
I turned around, I looked at him and he had this curious look as to why I was looking at him. So then I said, "Happy 420." This coming from a boomer chick was like, and he goes, "Happy 420 back at you, mama."
but don't forget, we're the
It's
ones
so,
that started
it
all
was
this.
us, you
It
should
was
be
us.
pay
They should be
homage.
bowing down to
That
us.
we did all this stuff. We did the protesting. We did the tokens and oh, hail Mitch. We got to hail Mitch this
Yes,
week.
Mitch,
He
we
he was
always bring Mitch up since he was the head
he was
of
the
our
head of
company.
all the companies, but he was the head.
Head.
And
Now, the
yeah, Mal,
drink
you
is
know what the
delicious.
head is, right? Okay.
Now, does
And
anyone here know what 420 stands for?
at 420, you went outside on campus and smoked up. What'd you do?
At
There's a
420,
history
right?
behind that. Is that
Yes,
correct? Oh, there
that's
you go.
100%. Yay, Max.
The kids went
Okay,
out from
go through that
school.
again. I didn't quite get it. I know what it was, but make yourself clear.
Apparently, kids would get out and
420.
at 420
And they
from
would meet
school and they would meet and they would
or light up.
toke it up a bit, light
Well,
up,
what
whatever.
if a
And
drink?
that's in Beverly Hills.
Is that what happened in Beverly Hills?
I think it was, I know it was in California.
Well, it sounds about right. I know it had to do with school and time and
Yeah.
kids. I don't have the exact
No,
Now,
history
if
of it.
anyone's listening from that time, if when you were smoking at 420,
And it
please
wasn't
come.
legal back then, so people could
No,
get
but I want
arrested.
you, No, but just contact us. We would love to
Yeah,
talk to
contact, send us the information
you. We
to
just want
Malcolm
to get the
Presents
whole
at
story.
gmail.com.
Uh,
Please. It would make me happy. To your health.
okay, okay, I'm going to read it because I got it. I got it. I got to read it. 420 originated in 1971 with a group of San Rafael High School students in California known as the Waldos. They used 420, like they had a maybe 6-7 was a code this last year, right? 6-7,
Seven,
six
six,
seven.
seven.
They used 420 as a code to meet at 4:20 p.m. by a Louis Pasteur statue to search for hidden cannabis crop. The term
What year
spread
was that?
1971.
1971.
The term spread through Grateful Dead circles and later High Times magazine, becoming a global unofficial cannabis holiday. So they actually have the name of the five friends.
Oh,
Thank
they
you, these
do.
guys. Steve Capper, Dave Reddix, Jeffrey Knoll, Larry Schwartz. Hey, Larry
Uh,
Schwartz and Mark and Mark Graves met after school 420 to smoke and search for an abandoned mythical cannabis patch. Maybe there were some bunnies in there who were high.
Yeah, we
Anyway,
should invite them on the show if they're still around.
who knows?
Please contact.
71, they should be around.
They should. They're
Well,
our age.
71, they were in high school. So 71, they were like
Yeah, 17,
17 years
They're
18.
old.
our age. We were in high
They're
school
our
too.
age. We were in high
Yeah.
school then. So
No,
Uh,
I'm so much younger. I was in nursery school.
when I was younger, so much younger than today. All right.
I'm
Well, I'm gonna
if
take a
I
screenshot.
help in any way.
Well, now that y'all know 420 and Earth Day in the same week, then it's a happy
well,
week if you stay away from the news, of course. So
you know,
anyway,
I didn't know that Uruguay was the first country to legalize marijuana. Did you know
Uruguay?
that?
Who?
No,
Uruguay
Uruguay?
Uruguay.
Oh,
in South America.
Well, I know it's legal in Canada as well now.
yes. It should be. They're trying to stop it now.
They are?
Yes, they're trying to stop it here.
Canada or
No, in the United States, because our
Well,
person who, never mind.
uh,
You know, these drinks, you could get these in any liquor store until the 30th. That's it. They only will be in dispensaries.
really?
And the reason, because I have no
Really?
idea. Stupid. I went and I stocked up.
Oh, wow. So, but
I,
that
And
I,
take
it'll be double the price. So alcohol to me is worse than marijuana and has more. If I drank this whole thing, 10 milligrams, which is nothing, and if I don't feel a thing, but it's relaxing. But if I drank a drink, a real margarita, I'd be on my face already after two sips.
really?
I would never drive, even if I'm
No, no,
drinking
don't
it.
try when
I
drinking
never.
that either. Yeah.
No, I
Anyway,
don't drive. You know me, I don't drive.
so so let's get back to Earth Day and what we can do. We said no plastics,
Hmm.
plant native trees, support sustainable businesses that do practices that are more sustainable, that use LED lights, that,
Yes.
do things that are more, that they don't waste, things and be less wasteful. Go to secondhand stores to buy your clothes. I mean, they have some cool stuff. It's a big thing with the Gen Zs now, by the way.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
they're they're going there and you can repair what's broken. There's something called repair cafes all over the place now. And you can bring watches, jewelry, lamps, and you can get them fixed. And a lot of this stuff that you had 40, 50, 60 years ago are a lot better than some of the crap you buy now.
Yeah, I know.
So like do that. Um, Advocate for climate policies in your community. Get involved with local politics and get in, your mayors or supervisors and have a voice. That's where it starts because local leads to global and you could join a local environmental group or I mean, I'm on an advisory board, the sustainability board in my town. And what you really need to do is talk about it because people aren't talking about it enough. because we're all now bamboozled about what's going on in the
Right,
world.
or talk about it on the
Many
on the
shades of
internet.
green,
And the
and on the
internet reaches a
internet.
lot of people. We have no idea who we reach.
Now that's the problem. But in any event, we have the power to do it. It's just
You
people.
have the power.
I think people are just at this point, they don't know what to do. They're just, with everything being, it's chaos. It's like constant
It's
chaos every minute. And
Max, do you remember when we were kids and they say stop using the aerosol cans?
uh-huh.
We all remember
Oh,
everyone dumped
ozone,
over
right.
ozone layers.
Hmm.
I threw everything I owned with that. You did.
Yeah.
People are just not paying attention.
They're not paying
They're
attention in general to like a lot of things. They seem to be literally just stuck on the internet, going
mhm.
on the phone and or laptop, whatever. And I don't know. I mean, people obviously are going to work and doing their jobs, and people have kids and they have elders to take care of. And yeah, that's, important. But if you don't start like taking action to, to protect the planet and also to protect your rights as a person, well, right now what's in the regime is frightening. It's just frightening. We don't have an administration, we have a regime now. It's an authoritarian regime. And that the fact that they want to they're getting rid of the US Forestry Division. They want to cut all the trees down. It's fire season. What are you doing? I mean, they're getting rid of rules, the EPA rules. They're just slashing it all. They're getting rid of vaccines. They're getting rid of, anyway. So people, wake up.
You need to speak up. Speak up.
Speak up.
Do
That's
what's
all.
right for yourself, but if you don't do it for yourself, then just think
Yeah,
of the
they
children
had
in
a
the
hearing
future.
today before the show. I was listening to. They were. I forget whether it was the Senate or the House. They were interviewing Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Oh, forget it.
and they were talking
Well,
about they were
here's
talking about all these people coming in for the for these Olympics, for the World Games, uh, that might have like the measles or certain diseases that we've cured. But now that our kids have less vaccines, they might become more epidemic.
it's epidemic because he's telling kids not to take the vaccine. Are you
The
kidding?
parents have to
It has nothing
be
to do with people
smart.
coming in. Or
No, no, but there'll
Being
be more
smart.
people that have the disease coming in that will
The
well,
expose
people
our
in the
people who
that's a
have no
crock of
workplace.
vaccines.
crap.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
crock.
That's
The
it's
problem is
here.
there's no vaccines. People are not getting their kids vaccinated, and then now it's going into epidemic proportions in different states.
Yeah.
I mean, in the Carolinas, I think Utah. I mean, it's out of control because they're telling them don't get vaccinated. And this is what's happening. People coming in, I'm sure it's far and few between, just as, there are immigrants voting illegally. How would they even vote in the first place? And most of the people that are voting illegally are the other sides, and they catch them. And they're all Republicans, by the way. So, anyway, here's interesting news. A
Yeah,
dozen,
Max.
a dozen toko toucans who were becoming extinct, they returned them to the Amazon in Brazil, in a
Okay.
place called Pantanal, to restore habitats because they are vital seed dispersers, toucans.
Yes, they
And
do.
and
They
so
spread.
right, so they're making now their protection is essential to maintain biodiversity. And so they've introduced the Toko the Toko
Mhm.
Toucan 12 into to do that, which I thought was really, really cool.
That's
So
not cool.
that's a positive environmental note. And then on a silly note, I was telling you before the show about this dad. He has an unusual side hustle. He um he posted terrible paintings, I guess, and hilariously earned thousands of commissions with 430 requests for his terrible paintings, which I think is like insane. So now
I'm
he
gonna
goes,
Yes.
people sent him a request desperate for him to create funny versions of their own family photographs, which is, I guess, what he did. And now
Yeah.
he has his art business and his work, and he has a handle on, I guess, Instagram at Terrible Art by Jamie Lee. You can see his art. And he's also a managerial engineer or something, or he has a managerial job. And you can see all his creations on Instagram. So, I mean, Malcolm, maybe you should do that. Make
No,
some
no,
paintings.
I know. I can fingerprint
Start
them.
a side gig, you know?
I can make a turkey with my
Mm.
fingers.
I
Well,
mean,
who's the guy again? I'm forgetting his name. That's like throws the painting on the paint on the floor.
Jackson
Pollock.
Pollock,
Pollock,
Jackson
Pollock.
Jackson
Pollock.
Pollock.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
he's seriously what?
yeah, no, they're intriguing, his paintings actually.
I've
It's it,
seen
Well,
it's
I
I mean they're
remember going
in
to when I was in New York. I remember going to the
MoMA.
Museum of Modern Art,
right, he's there. Yeah,
And I
he's there.
saw his stuff in
and there
the
would be
Betty
this huge
Guggenheim
paint,
Museum in Italy.
Wait, you can't both talk.
this huge canvas on the wall, and it had
Yeah.
like
Yes.
a black dot in the bottom,
Hmm.
and the rest of it was white with a black dot. And
Yeah.
people would look at it and say, "They went, oh my God, look how he uses space." I mean,
Yeah.
and they were giving all sort of interpretation what it meant.
Yeah. Well,
And to me, it's a white it's a black dot on a white canvas. I could do
is it?
that.
Can you? Well, maybe you can sell it like this guy.
Then I
You
write
get
what
some
it is.
extra money.
Right. It's called the simplicity of life.
Well, oh, okay. Well, maybe you'll find this interesting. This guy who does the paintings, and one of the requests he got was they sent two photos. One was of a nice country field, and the other a dog doing its business. And they wanted him to paint that. I mean, he goes and he said his kids say the paintings are terrible. It's like really funny. He gets requests from 12 countries, including U.S., China, Taiwan. 35% of his commissions have come from Taiwan. He charges 45, well, it's not euro, it's British is pounds. What is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pounds.
Pounds, which is $60.
yeah,
And
that's
and some sell for a few hundred. Uh,
I'm gonna
Malcolm,
sell them
if
for thousands.
Malcolm.
if I start working now, I can't do that much because I'm older. So it's whoever
But
buys my thing, it's going to be unique. It's going to be this is one
so
of the
think
uh, you
about
know
it. Get in touch with this dude. Maybe you can work hand in hand with him, and we can make some bucks.
but
So
I forget about making bucks. I want to make some bucks on our uh
so
internet. And
this is Mommy Ruthie, and tomorrow
oh,
is her birthday.
Birthday.
happy birthday!
Her heavenly birthday. So happy
And
birthday
Abby's too.
and Abby. Yeah, we'll get in touch with her.
Hmm.
Give her a
Well, again,
give her a buzz.
what I've discovered as we get older, people don't die, really.
No.
People remain in your heart as long as there's one or two people around that knew you or you affected. You're not dead.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
I'm
find that
not
I found
yet.
what?
I'm not dead yet.
Ooh. Oh,
Bring out
remember
the
me, because I'm a bitch, right?
yeah,
That's the
I
bit.
found out something interesting when I had told a story about discovering that my dad had a daughter when he was very young, which
Mm.
now
yeah.
is my niece.
How is
So
that possible?
yeah, I'm Uncle Malcolm, and my niece is in her 70s. So
Your dad had a daughter? Wouldn't that be a
That would be your
no,
sister.
he
step?
had a daughter. He was married about 1920, and he got divorced at an early age.
But
And
it's your
she
stepdaughter.
no, it was his daughter. It was
So
from
if
his
Wait a
it's a
minute.
wife.
Hold
daughter,
on a
same
minute. Hold on.
father, you're a half brother and
Wait a
sister.
minute. Your father had a daughter.
Right.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
If your
daughter would
father
be
has a daughter, then that's your stepsister.
no, that
That's
would
your
be
half sister, not
no,
step,
A
half.
half sister, right?
Half sister.
no.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
father had a daughter.
Yeah.
Well, you are
And
his
you're the same
son.
father. You're the
No, no,
same father.
It's the same father.
You're brother and sister.
You have a half sister. It's not a niece.
No, 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 oh, no, no. Wait, wait, excuse me. The
Uh-oh. Yeah.
the half sister wasn't. I didn't speak to. She was in her 90s when I met her. Her daughter is my niece.
Oh, okay. The
Okay.
daughter,
The
That makes
daughter
your
is my
sense.
niece.
sister's daughter
Excuse me,
is
right?
you.
I
Right, right. Because because your
You're
father's
right.
daughter would
The
be is your
sister was
half
my half
sister,
sister,
but the half sister would be
and her daughter
ha-
was my
is
niece.
yeah, her daughter
Yes.
would be your niece. Yes,
And
And
that
how old
makes
is
sense.
if I
she?
that so like when I talk to her and we talk about my father and her grandfather, somehow he's alive again.
Oh,
Uh,
well,
Because again, there are not that many people who were alive who knew him,
really.
aside from
you
my
know,
cousins who were also in the
daddies.
70s and 80s. But
What?
we found someone new,
Oh,
so this brought him back to life again.
Yeah,
cool.
well, that's cool.
Under
Yeah,
that
Steve and I
note,
have the same thing.
we have to end the show.
Ooh. Oh
Oh,
yeah. I'm looking at the clock.
We're about 35 minutes now.
We're over our allotted time.
It's lucky I have unlimited time on
Oh,
Zoom.
now you do, thank goodness.
Yeah,
ah,
Yeah. Took your
I got
son
it back
50.
again, right?
Well, happy Earth Day.
everyone's health.
Happy Earth Day,
Ready for
and
your agape?
Hap-
I'll drink to that.
Enjoy
you,
your mocktail or whatever that is.
you feel it yet?
Uh,
Ac-
It takes a lot more
ac-
than
Actually, I
that.
can tell by your eyes.
you feel it. You are. I'm telling you,
I
Malcolm.
can tell by your eyes and your
I can
laugh.
tell by your eyes too.
Anyway, guys,
You're
ha
slightly on the
this,
only you would do this on air. Okay.
but now they're drinking on air now because I was watching Colbert and
Oh yeah, well
Sure,
I'm gonna miss Colbert. Don't
yeah.
start. Oh
Anyway,
my
guys,
God. I'm gonna miss Stephen Colbert.
Shalom,
you
ta
have a
ta
great
ta
week.
ta.
Thanks for
Uh,
joining me, and
Happy Earth
thank you for
Day.
joining me. Remember,
Happy birthday, mommy,
Happy
and have
birthday,
a
mommy.
happy
Happy
birthday,
420 week.
420.
Earth Week
Happy
and
birthday,
420 week.
Abby.
and keep on listening to
Keep on risk.
malcolmpresents.com.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
When you go to,
Remember, Idaho,
and it's
No,
Utah,
Tush Twins,
Idaho.
Idaho.
and you can reach
Tush twins.
Idaho. I don't know. I think I'm
Idaho,
getting,
Idaho. All right.
I think I'm getting high
Here's
on
to here, cheer
my
here.
cocktail.
Do cheers to all the hoes. Go ahead. Cheers to the
L'chaim.
hose.
No, no,
Cheers, hoes.
or as Stanov would do with his dance.
That's right. No,
And we wouldn't talk about
I
that.
would never
Bye.
do that. Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Amen.
Oh,
Don't drive.
You're tipped. Do not drive.